Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Last time we got Excalibur. Not that I think that's probably going to be that big of a deal, but let's go this way. Yes, we got to go take care of the rest of our side quests. So we'll have a chat with Grandma Karen. Not Lady Karen, Grandma Karen. Come on, man.
Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Sure, cool, as long as I can take it and buy stuff with it. Not that there's anything really crazy to buy so far,
Where'd you even
but...
get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby.
Okay,
A canny one, meanwhile, might
I don't even know what a talent is.
Himself and ask twice as much.
Is a talent just like a unit of measurement for their money?
I already have a buyer in mind.
Like they probably mentioned it before.
A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Sure, will do. Or she'll do. We won't.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Yes.
Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know?
Could he mumble anymore? Like, really? Like, Otto, can you not form actual words?
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away.
That is so messed up.
Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then. I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
All right, flashback time.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Makes sense. I mean, seems legit. Everyone in this universe, yeah, I guess universe is the right word for it.
You're wrong, though.
Or we'll just say everyone in this game is so unnecessarily hostile, like all the time.
It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
All right, quest complete. Hey, we got some renown for that. Sid's goblet. Oh, and that goes in the chamber. We got meteorite. Got a bunch of crafting materials as per usual. So what do we got now? Return to the hideaway and... Oh, we got to go talk to Grandma Karen again.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right. We'll wrap this side quest up, and then I think it's on with the main story, which is a trip back to OTTO.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
Yeah,
You could say that.
big boy got stuffed on like a ton of marrow from giant animals. Wow. Been hearing a little bit too much Rugrats lately. I totally almost called them aminals.
Good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right. No need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Elder Antelope Femur. Take it.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
That's kind of his job
to see
around
him.
here, man. Okay, let's go have a chat with good old Tomes. And hopefully wrap this side quest up.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
Oh, you know it, man.
Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow...
Talents as in abilities or talents as in units of
Precisely
money?
that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider
Just
that in
like
addition
we
to Lady
are.
Jill, he has served
What a
as loyal companion
coinkydink.
to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow
Yeah,
fiercer
man.
still.
Mr. Pupper is
We are fortunate
MVP.
indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
All right, 500 experience. What does that do? Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. What is it? Do we have to oh, it's an accessory. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. Okay, so let's see. Let's poke out to the world map. Oh, wait, never mind. Not the world map. We'll go to the Patron's Whisper. Or, well, yeah, we'll hit the world map. Complete. Nothing. 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 I think we already did that one. Nothing. None. 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 0. Nothing. Done. None. None. And none. Okay, well that confirms it. we will head over to the Patron's Whisper, see if we what kind of reward we got, and then continue on with the main quest. Seems like they have a thing for doing that. Like, you do a part of the story, advance the story a little bit more after that, and then you get dumped with like 3 or 4 side quests.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Ah, we can get this. Oh, we have to hold it, I forgot.
All yours.
High Cleric's Medallion. I think that increases the potency of heals.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Okay, so let's have a chat with
Oh,
Otto.
Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Alright, so now instead of going on a fetch quest for Mid, we have to make a fetch quest of Mid.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Which way? You didn't point.
I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers.
Going like the clappers?
Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
Oh, really?
Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Okay, I guess it's not going to read it for us. A request for assistance, eh? My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, that sounds dirty, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise. Enterprise, huh? Italicized. I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that's a long time, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Sure, I guess.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Yeah, man, Gav's the man for the job. He seems to be competent.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Yep.
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway,
That's not true,
we all
Gav.
set to head to the
Fetch
old
quests are
hideaway.
never fun.
I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
All right, so we go to the old... Oh, the old hideaway. All right, here we go.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Isn't that precisely what Phoenix does?
Life has a beginning and an end.
Like, I mean, it brings itself back, but I mean, we have an attack called Flames of Rebirth. Come on, man. You can't use lines like that when you're talking about Phoenix. You weirdo.
We're not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blind march is on.
You'd think it'd be getting a little better. I mean, we've taken down, like, what, 2 mother crystals now?
Escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
He may in fact be the
There's a
most
caravan
excited
from
character in the game.
Falls between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
You know, it's too bad we couldn't give Big Boy there a big hammer to help us out with.
Protégé's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Alright, so we have nowhere else to go except for Leitney's Cleft. Let us be off. Hopefully this place doesn't suck. Ah, okay, I see what's going on here. So we're just going to go straight through, pick up that side quest. The vaults.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
No, that doesn't open from this side. We can't just, like, unlock it so that we can come through later. Which I don't know that we'd necessarily need to, but,
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars.
Oh, we still got a ways.
Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons
What
pass,
a view!
and all official traffic moved there.
Man, I would
Leaving this
swim in
one
that
for
river
those
all
living
day.
outside the
Oh, it's so nice.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Yoink! Oh, whoops, wrong thingy. Boop! Whoa, I almost missed that. Okay. Okay, so definitely nothing special. Do we have our weapon equipped there? Oh wow, he's almost maxed out. Yeah, we have our Excalibur. Cool. So we will pick up our side quest, whatever it may be.
So what do you think? Really? It's as bad as that?
Yeah,
Why?
must
There's
be.
trouble up ahead, and too much of it for us to handle. I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
Come on, man, we're up for pretty much anything. We
met,
took down
friend.
Titan.
My brother and
By
I
ourselves.
have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance? How does a merchant misplace his cart? Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts.
Is it really
My
thievery
estimation,
if you leave something
bastards are
abandoned?
lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action.
Like, by
true,
definition, if you
we've not got
abandon
the skill in
something, then
arms to boldly brave an ambush.
there is a good possibility that you didn't want it.
However, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Sure, I guess.
Well,
I mean, a
I'm
side
gonna have
quest
to
is a
deal
side
with them
quest.
anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky
Are you
came
flirting
along.
with him?
Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open. All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
All right, so... Oh, it's literally straight ahead. So let's...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Looks like a trap. So we will call it a video here, and next time we will head into what looks to be a trap and see what kind of trap they're going to spring on us. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and until next time, thanks for watching.